Hi, I'm Mr. Pink, and today I'm going to show you how to sculpt with Greenstuff. We're going to go over the basics real quick. Step 1, water is your friend. When you're working with Greenstuff, it's really sticky, so make sure you wet your fingers before you go in to touch it. And if you're feeling real fancy, you can use gloves, but make sure you wet your gloves before you use them. Greenstuff is epoxy putty. There are many kinds of epoxy putty. There is yellow-gray Milliput. There is Milliput Superfine White. There is Epoxy Sculpt. Within the epoxy family, there is also Epoxy Fix-It. There is also Epoxy Clay. All these things are epoxy putty. However, if you're getting started, all you need to know is this stuff, Greenstuff, and maybe this stuff, Epoxy Sculpt. When you're getting started sculpting, don't get overwhelmed by tools. All you need, one tool for smoothing, one tool for sharp edges, and if you get fancy, a silicone shaper. That's it. It's literally all you need to get started. When buying Greenstuff, don't buy it like this. Buy it like this. This is a chemical reaction. When blue touches yellow, it makes green. You buy it in a package stuck together, no matter what you do, this has already started reacting. If you can only buy it like this, cut out the middle part where they're touching, save the blue, save the yellow, throw this away. When you're mixing Greenstuff, get a tool wet, dig out some blue, dig out more yellow, not the same amount. The ratio of yellow to blue should be about 60% yellow to 40% blue. If you change this ratio, you're not going to break anything. More yellow means softer, more blue means harder. Greenstuff is sticky, so always wet your hands before touching it and keep your hands wet while you mix it. This will keep it from sticking to your hands. Water works fine for this stage. Mix the Greenstuff together until you can't see any yellow or blue, it's just a uniform green. When messing around with Greenstuff with your hands, keep your hands wet. When using a tool to apply Greenstuff to a model, lubricate your tool with hand cream or Vaseline. You don't need this much, that much is more than enough. Keep the rest on the back of your hand, just get a thin film on it, that's more than enough. Greenstuff likes heat, and Greenstuff hates cold. So if you want to save your Greenstuff for later, put it in a container, pop it in your freezer. You can take it back out, you can use it again for about 2 days. If you're trying to build something up in Greenstuff, always smart to use an armature and put the Greenstuff on that so it doesn't slide off your model. Don't try to sculpt a whole model at once in Greenstuff, you're gonna mess it up. Just apply a small amount to get the under shape that you want, shape it into place, let it dry, and then come back and add some more. For bonus points, and if you can find it, combine your Greenstuff with Aves Epoxy Sculpt. This stuff is far cheaper than Greenstuff, and it can be mixed with Greenstuff very nicely. Aves Epoxy Sculpt is just like Greenstuff, combine part A, part B, mix it together, make sure your hands are wet because it gives off a silt. If your hands look like this, that's normal. Epoxy Sculpt is softer than Greenstuff, cheaper. When you combine the two together, it makes a really nice material. All you need to do is take Greenstuff, Epoxy Sculpt, mix them together. Always keep water nearby so you can rinse your hands. Maybe a towel too. When it's fully mixed, your Greenstuff and Epoxy Sculpt will look green, so no one will know you cheated. This stuff is still stretchy like Greenstuff, but it's soft like Epoxy Sculpt.